The seating capacity is 65,000 at Ford Field, and we are right around that number today. A good crowd on hand and seemingly ready to go in the Motor City. Tonight we kick off Week 7 with a great Thursday night matchup here between the Green Bay Packers and the Detroit Lions. Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. They'll start out on the ground with Jones. That's to about the 28. Second down coming up. Well, this defense for the Lions, they were excellent last week in the win over the Chargers.
It's a little bit enlightening talking with the defense coordinator about their performance last week because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent game.
Just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1. They'll try and run for the first with Dillon. 2 yards is the pickup, and it'll be a Green Bay first down. Didn't get it by much, but bottom line got the first down. Avoiding that 3 and out, how vital is that on the first drive?
To me, it's like the first round of a boxing match. You know, it may not mean much right then and there, but you'd rather not lose it, right? So you want to go ahead and get it, kind of establish something early, and hope it can carry through.
Now they'll throw with Rodgers. He has it complete to Christian Watson. He'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Give him 18 on that play, and Green Bay has the first as well. So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 46. Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. The tackle made by Caleb Chason.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Meanwhile, Rodgers' throw finds its target, Dobbs. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 28. A new set of downs after a strong pickup of 16 yards. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first. They've taken this opening kickoff and marched it right down the field defensively. Not much resistance.
And that's the point, because my admiration is for the guys moving the ball right now. They know what they're doing. Their plan is working. But I flip it over and watch and say, okay, what are you going to do to change things up? Because if you don't, they're going to put that ball in the end zone real soon.
And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down. That's the danger, Charles, of running plays like this for your wide receiver. They can hit big or they can be duds.
Yeah, you're exactly right about that, because if they're forced to try and go around defenders behind the line of scrimmage, sometimes you can give yardage in order to gain it. But in this case, they gave yardage and didn't get it back.
Give him right around 4 on the carry. We'll see if they want to keep pounding here on 3rd and goal. Driven it down the field nicely here on the opening drive, but now it's put up or shut up.
No doubt about it, because to make that type of a drive and ultimately kick a field goal would feel very disappointing. But I'm just wondering, is the head coach thinking, is this 4-down territory? Might he go for it?
Looking to cash in on this opening drive. Here's 3rd and goal. They'll send the tight end in motion. Jones will score. Touchdown, Packers. Well, first quarter, maybe too early to talk about statement drives, Charles, but that sure seemed like a statement drive right there.
Well, if we're going to talk about statement drives, I think what they're saying is we're going to establish the run. They gave it to him early and often on this drive, and he wound up taking it into the end zone.
Extra point right down the middle, and it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown on is Pat O'Donnell to send this one away. Here comes Marquez Stevenson now from his end zone. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They'll try and start this drive in the air. That's caught by the big tight end, T.J. Hockenson. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
That's good. For the Lions, first down. First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. Forced out to his left. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a 1st down. First carry now for Isaiah Spiller. And some room to roam now. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. That's good for 21 yards and a 1st down.
Would you say this offense is locked in right now?
They're having no trouble on this drive. What is it, 3 plays, 3 first downs?
Yeah, you talk about on the march. They keep this up, they'll get to that end zone real fast.
He'll take it inside the 25. The Lions at 5-1 here in this early part of the season. They've been playing their best football of the year. Winners of 4 in a row.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
And this is what here? Incomplete, they say. Looked like it was intercepted, but he apparently did not get the 2 feet down in bounds. So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. They'll set up a throw. And that is incomplete. Some mistakes already in the first quarter. If he holds on to that one, 1st down.
Yeah, I guarantee you that at least one defensive back out there has reminded him of that fact, trying to get into his head and hoping that'll affect him the rest of the game.
And Gay knocks this one through. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So both teams come away with points on their opening drives. Now they still trail. They answered the touchdown with a field goal, but at least able to break that goose egg here early.
And that is what's important, right? Because they didn't let that initial touchdown go unanswered. Took the ball themselves, moved it downfield, and put it through the post for 3 points. Game on.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They are currently mired in a losing streak. Now they get the short week for the Thursday night game. Do you see that as a potential positive, or is this just more in what has been really a string of bad luck for them?
Well, to me, it comes down to leadership, and leadership's got to spin it into a positive and make it an advantage for them. Yes, we're in a losing streak. Yes, no one thinks we can win, but we have the resources we need right here in this room. Let's go ahead and play better. Let's hang together and shock the world a little bit. Put it all together, they've got a chance of coming out with the W.
Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And now it's 3rd and 4. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down. Throwing is Rodgers. Slant route, he's got Dobbs. Finding room at midfield. And he's finally taken down, and it's a big gain there on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports.
Lions 3.
So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 43. Now a first down carry by Jones. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
And that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive. And once again, they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. And they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
2nd down, another shot for Jones. And a very determined run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 27. Good effort. 13 yards, first down, Packers.
That was good, tough running right up the middle. And if the defense can't penetrate and make him slow his pace or change direction, that's often the end result.
On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked by Jeff Okudah. And the Lions are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 24-yard line.
The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The drive starts with a give to Spiller. And a short pickup to about the 27. It'll be 2nd down.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave him no cutback angle. You know he's trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Catch is made by Hockenson, the tight end. So the completion good for 7 there. And that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
They'll try and run for it with Spiller. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down. He handed it off there, but I don't really know if he would have kept it or tried to do anything else if it would have mattered.
Yeah, it's not always a wrong read when a play gets stacked up. Sometimes they're just at the line of scrimmage and just too many.
Plenty of shouts from this crowd as they watch the replay. They want a challenge, and they're going to get one. Jack Fox out to punt here on 4th down. He only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away.
The Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover that plagued it on the last one. I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. They'll go again to Jones. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Jet sweep. Here's Watson. And hard running is going to get him over the 40 to the 42. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 42-yard line.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up.
Sometimes you get all those big guys down there in one spot, and there's just nowhere to go. And in this case, the defensive tackle used his strength and swallowed him up.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, a perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This will be 3rd and 5. To throw is Rodgers. Open receiver, that's Hayden Hurst, the tight end. And he is going to have a Packers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, a lot of times when you get a manageable 3rd down situation like this, you have to think about your tight end, and he comes through for him, picking up the 1st down.
Up the middle, Jones. Oh, he's got a little daylight. 49 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries. And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. A.J. Dillon, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down.
And that's a defensive coordinator's got to be happy with that result. They took away all options downfield and forced the incompletion.
An 8-play drive to this point. So here's play number 9 on 3rd and 7. Now Rodgers. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked by Tracy Walker. And the Lions will take over here just shy of the 30.
Well, those have been a problem for him all season, but never quite as much as they have in these last few minutes. Let's count it up now. A pair of picks on his team's last 2 drives and double-digit interceptions this season. I don't care if you're the best in the game or an undrafted rookie. You've got to take better care of the football or you're going to cost your team chances.
To the sideline, and wow, what a catch there. He doesn't get a lot, but he was able to get the feet down complete.
Out of bounds at the 32-yard line. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Here's a 2nd and 7. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. He'll drop to throw. Now on the run. He'll throw it back deep over the middle. And that's caught inside the 35. That's a gain of nearly 40 yards on 3rd and medium to pick up the 1st. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Again, he'll drop to throw. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. I guess no need to force it when you can do that instead. 1st down, 18-yard gain.
We both know there's a lot that went into why they made him their 1st-round pick this year. Part of it was what they saw in college, his playmaking ability when things break down. As soon as he saw he wasn't getting a lane to throw, he pivoted and found an alternate way to the marker.
The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the 1st half. 2nd and 6 with the ball on the 7. Here's the option play now to the left. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Now a second timeout called for by the defense as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number one. This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard. On 3rd down, it's Spiller. And he'll be touched out here, but not before he does pick up the first. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
1st and goal at the 1-yard line.
Ready, set. Ready.
They'll run here with Spiller. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Isaiah Spiller with his 6th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Lions will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And the lead is now 10-7. Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. A slim deficit here in a one-possession game. Not much time left, obviously. We'll see if they can march this down the field, at least get 3 and take some momentum into the locker room. That'll go for a gain of 7, and it'll be 2nd down. Here's Rodgers. And Rodgers intercepted a 3rd time. Picked up by Mike Hughes. He's had it again, Charles. He had the pick 6 last week. Not a pick 6 here, but an interception.
And it's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept the pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. Well, that worked really well last week because he hadn't made it all the way to the end zone. This week he got the Oski, maybe not a touchdown, but boy, he's playing really well.
On 1st and 10 is Spiller. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. He'll look to throw. A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent, and that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
They'll look to run with Spiller. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Isaiah Spiller as the first half is winding down. And the Lions will extend their lead here just before halftime. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guy.
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked by Tracy Walker. And the Lions are going to take possession of the football. Wow, a big mistake there. Late interception in this first half, and that could lead to a field goal try the other way.
Yeah, I think at this point you just had to say, let's take a knee and go into half and regroup. Let's just talk it over a little bit.
Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. Now it's scooped up, and this is, look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. 20. And with the clock reading zeros, he is into the end zone. What an exclamation mark to the end of this second quarter.
Indeed. Indeed.
Boy, what an incredible way to end the half. A chance for a late 3, but instead it turns into 6 points the other direction.
And how about the team that got the 6 points going in the other direction? They were thinking, I don't know if I even want to go into the locker room at the half. Head coach could be upset. Instead, got to feel pretty good.
So we've reached halftime here in Detroit with the Lions out on top. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. The Lions in the lead, and they're going to get the football first as well as the second half is underway. Stevenson now is going to bring this out. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. The drive will start with an option going left. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11.
Well, he's had success running the football in this one. That's undeniable. But that time, the defense was on to him.
And, partner, I think the more you see a play like this, the more they're able to diagnose it quicker and easier for them to defend it. I think you have to dress it up a little bit and show maybe some different formations and looks.
After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
On third down, he'll drop to throw. Packer pressure, and down he goes. Rashawn Gary that time fighting free and getting to the quarterback. Here comes the Lions punter now as he'll kick it away for the second time. 44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well.
Here's Watson.
It's a 40-yard punt, 4 yards on the return, and it'll be Packer football here, first down and 10. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones. And this one not going anywhere. They get him at the 44 for a gain of just a yard.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And give him 3 on the screen. He couldn't break free, and it's third down.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Throwing now is Rodgers. He puts it on the carpet. It's out. And this is scooped up by the Lions. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line.
And now, meanwhile, after the dust settles on the fumble, we've got an injured player here as well.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up first and 10 at their 35-yard line. A handoff to Spiller to begin the drive. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
Every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. And connecting here with DJ Shark.
And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
Straight ahead, it's Spiller. And they nearly sprung him that time as he takes us all the way down to the 37. 57 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive they went 3 and out.
They'll go right back to Spiller here on first down.
No, bottled up fumble. It's out. It's loose. And the Packers pick it up. And they will take over possession of the football at their 42-yard line.
So turnovers, Charles, you figure will be key in the second half, and that's a big giveaway there.
Yeah, and as you and I both know, coaches are always preaching ball security, and none more often than right here in the second half of a tight football game. Now you've got to believe what the coaches are saying and take care of that football.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And that's caught inside the 30. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Give him 30 yards there.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
Completes it again to Dobbs. Touchdown! Romeo Dobbs, his second touchdown on the season. And the Packers have retaken a third-quarter lead.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that will make this a 4-point game.
After the touchdown on is Pat O'Donnell to send this one away. Stevenson now, he's going to bring this out. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
Well, thanks for joining us here on a Thursday night in the NFL. Third quarter, 2nd and 10 coming up.
Now back to throw.
Finding his target, it's Trey McBride.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 27 yards there, a first down.
They run behind center with Spiller.
And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
They suspected it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on first down.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Right back to Spiller on 2nd down. And good space to operate there as he takes this down inside the 35-yard line.
11 yards there and a line first down. Good push up front and that run in between the tackles.
Let's play the leverage game here. Offensive line just got lower than the defensive front, and they were able to get their pads on them and move them backwards and create space for their running back to roam.
And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and
3. 1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. Back now at Ford Field. It's the Lions trailing, but with possession of the football as we get set to bring you the 4th quarter.
On 2nd down, Spiller looking for space.
And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown.
Isaiah Spiller.
His 3rd touchdown of the game, his 8th on the year.
And the Lions answer back with a touchdown of their own to take a 4th quarter lead.
Extra point by Gain is up and good. And that gives him a 3-point lead. after the touchdown. It's Gay to kick this one away.
Fair catch. Gain of 25 yards. Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the 4th quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. 2 yards on the pickup, and that's all they needed to move the sticks.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs, and we'll still get the first down. They love being physical.
Now Rodgers. He hits Dobbs on the crosser. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. It's a gain of 16 and a first down for the green and gold. Now a play fake. Rodgers. And he wisely will throw that one away.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earned a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Rodgers going to give this one to Dillon. They showed off a nice juke of the defender before the next wave could bring him down. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. Back to the ground, this time with Jones. And that one opened up for him well as he'll take this down to the 26-yard line. 64 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now.
Well, partner, what do you think? Might have been 4-down territory if they didn't pick it up, but...
Yeah, it's a moot point now. I was curious, so if they didn't get it there, would they have gone for it? I guess we'll never know.
Yeah, we didn't have to make that call, but I have a feeling both of us would have said, go for it.
He's got the hook up with Dobbs. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. From the gun, it's Rodgers. His throw incomplete.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just one target in the first half, incomplete. Now incomplete here with the first target in the second half.
Yeah, should not stop them at all from going back to him to find him. Find him.
Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. And it's caught. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. Now Jones. And he is going to lose yardage here. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, 2nd and goal. Jones again, but he will lose yardage here. Back to the 4-yard line. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
And now 3rd and goal coming up, the loss on 2nd down. That just means this crowd's going to get even louder, and they'll get a little bit of extra help from the defenders as they exhort them to join them in the effort.
Rodgers now on 3rd and goal. And that is incomplete. So it's been a long drive. They've held the ball for quite a while. Now what do you do here?
Well, to me, at this stage, after this drive, this close to the goal line, 3 points would be a letdown. I'm going for it here.
And his kick is good. And in the fourth quarter, this game is tied. Well, we knew this had the potential to be a tight game, but with less than 3 minutes to play, couldn't be any tighter. We're all tied.
All locked up, right? And this next drive is going to tell us everything we need to know about this game because I want to see how they come out with the football. Are they going to be aggressive and attack downfield? You still got the 2-minute warning to come up? Or are they going to be conservative and try and hold on and maybe just get to overtime?
And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. It'll be a minimum pickup, and it will take us to the 2-minute warning. Jonah Jackson, former third-round pick, the guilty party. They'll drop to throw. St. Brown on the catch. 19 yards there on the pickup. And it'll leave him with 3rd and a full yard to go. Haven't heard much from him all night, but welcome to the party, making his presence felt in a big way.
They've kept him under wraps all night long, but boy, did he find a great time to bust out.
Out to his left. Taking matters into his own hands, and he picks up 4 yards and a first down. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts, as he'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And now off to the races, down the right side. And he will go out of bounds down at the 15-yard line. So that time they got the left guard with a hold.
And let's face it, in today's ball, you might have that 330-pound guy you're supposed to clear out of there. You might need a little bit of extra help by grabbing the jersey and trying to ride him out.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away. I see you nodding your head up and down. That's a very heady decision at this stage of the game. Out of the pocket, nowhere to go. Just get rid of it.
That's a smart play because you're not worried about your completion percentage, and you're also not trying to force it into bad traffic as well. Throw the ball away, live to fight another down.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions, now 3rd and 10. And first things first, before you think about marching the ball down the field, you got to move the chains.
You're exactly right. Got to get back into focus here. Get the first down. That's what's vital to them.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete. This defense looking impenetrable now. 3 straight incompletions. They're giving him nowhere to go with the football. Maybe a little frustrated back there?
Oh, there's no doubt about it. When you've missed on 3 straight, there's going to be some frustration. But now he's got to make sure that that frustration is temporary, not lingering. Big throw coming up.
And here now the punter Fox as he sends this one away. It's a 40-yard punt, but they lose yardage on the return. And they will take over 1st and 10. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Well, partner, here it is. They've got the chance to win the game. You'd have to think they need to get it near the opposite 40 to have a chance to kick a game-winning field goal. We'll see what they can do.
And you're right about that, because if we look at it in macro, that's what it looks like. But I think in micro, the head coach has already asked the special teams coach, what is he feeling? What does he think? Where does he want the football? What's the yard line we have to get? And he's already relayed that to his quarterback and his offense. They know what the goal is. Now the key, can they get there?
Looking middle, and that's complete.
And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line.
On second down, it's Jones.
He's got room at the 30.
And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out.
78 yards on the ground for him now as he's done that on 15 carries.
Probably had 60,000 thinking pass right there, including us in the booth.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That was a big call, big guts on that one. And guess what? That run, it'll pay dividends.
This one swung out here to Jones.
And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
And partner, in a tie game in the fourth quarter, you and I both know in the NFL, that's when you lean on your stars. And he came through with a nice catch right there.
Now a first down carry by Jones. A pickup of 4 on first down. It'll be second and goal. Now another timeout called for by the offense, as the clock will stop with 18 seconds remaining. Now, what's the thinking here? Because a touchdown would be nice, but you've ensured yourself a chance at 3 in the lead, so how worried are you about the 6?
You're not very worried about if you're confident in your kicker. And if you got a kicker who can put it through the post, you feel really good about trying to bleed that clock down. In an ideal scenario, your kicker puts it through the post as the clock hits zeros.
And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. And a timeout coming in. This will be their final one with 10 seconds remaining. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal.
They'll try and run. Dillon.
And he's in for the touchdown. And in the final seconds, forget overtime. They've just likely won this thing in regulation. The try here for the extra point. And it would appear they're going to get out of here with a come-from-behind victory.
Next to score, Packers 31, Lions 24. Pat O'Donnell is set to kick off.
After the touchdown on is Pat O'Donnell to send this one away.
Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men.
And they've got it up past the 35, so pretty good starting field position.
At their own 36-yard line.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down.
A fun, close ball game comes to an end. On that last play, Charles, they were on the wrong side of midfield. They needed something near a miracle, and they couldn't get it done.
Yeah, the effort, that was good.